Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Thursday, October 26th, 2017 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I am always expanding into my power, and that goes hand in hand with Om Bhavam Namah. I am absolute existence. And at first I was going to say when it comes to power, I'm either expanding or contracting. And then I realized even in those moments of contraction, just like contractions when you're preparing to give birth, that's still part of the necessary points of expansion, part of the necessary movements to bring about birth. I was trained in craniosacral therapy, among other techniques, and in some of the techniques, craniosacral, you work with the bones in the head and the sacrum. In some of them, you actually contract initially to then expand the energy. So even if there is contraction, ultimately, in the nature of the universe, which we are, because we are absolute existence, Om Bhavam Namah, even in a moment of contraction, we are still moving into our expansion. And I think that's really important to remember and know, especially when we hit those little stuck points. We're like, I'm stuck. Oh, you're in a little contraction. It's okay. This is necessary for your expansion. And sometimes all you need is just that little finagling, just that little reminding, and it'll be like, oh, that's what it was. There we go. And speaking of that, today is a look, there you go kind of day, as we have the Sun conjunct Jupiter. These are powerhouse energies connecting. They are at 3 degrees. 3 degrees is the degree of expansion. It is the degree that actually resonates with the energy of Jupiter. So it's expansion, it's learning, it's taking that higher perspective and moving with it. Now, I have a very strong message that came through when I was looking at these energies. And I'm just going to give it to you. You will know your power when you know and when you honor your integrity. And that to me feels like the core essence of this Sun conjunct Jupiter energy. It is extremely powerful, as it is in Scorpio. Scorpio, the highest level of Scorpio, is to be empowered. But to be truly empowered, you must be in your integrity. Otherwise, you may be playing power games, but it's not truly power. It's not truly your integral soul source power energy that's within you. Today, my feeling is that we will get a glimpse, at the very least, of this power, and kind of like a doorway to walk into another level of knowing and honoring your integrity. And let me just say, we all make mistakes. We are human. And just because you make a mistake does not mean that you are not in your integrity. It's then, what do you do with it? How do you take that responsibility for, oh, I made a mistake. I had a learning thing that I need to go through. This was a learning curve. Taking that responsibility is part of being in that integrity. We're not here to be perfect. We are here to be and to continue our expansive process, which has its ups and downs. So just know that with this, but I think we will get a glimpse of this energy. Now, I've been saying this, and I like it so much, I will do it again. This is you. This is also Jupiter. This is you or Jupiter illumined by the Sun or by the essence of you being in that integrity and in that power. So this is a very strong, illuminating energy. That being said, this crystal does not happen to have any shadows in it. But if it was like a rutilated quartz or something, that light might illuminate some shadows. There may be some shadows that you have to address. You will know your power by which the integrity in which you address these things. So pay attention. If shadows come up, it does not mean that you're doing something wrong. It does not mean you're bad. Here's an opportunity to seize your integrity, to seize that power, and move forward from that place. This happens to be a clear crystal, but we as crystals, we've got some stuff going on in there. So that is okay if something like that pops up for you. I do think that there will be those out there who try to utilize this energy with old power ploys. And I think that because it's Scorpio, I think that those of us who are aligning with our power in this new, other, more integrity-based way may be able to see that a little bit better and not fall into those games. But be aware of it. You know, Scorpio, lightest light, darkest dark. Jupiter expands the energy whatever way you're bringing it forward. So there will be those who do try to utilize this and illuminate their shadows a little bit more. And here we are, like the sun and Jupiter connecting, like, oh, I see that shadow. Okay, cool. This is me over here. I see this, I see the mirror, the shadow in me. This is the path I'm going to choose. I'm going to seize my integrity. Now, I also feel like with this that, you know, this is really a blessed connection, and Scorpio is connected to alchemy and manifestation. It is not necessarily the point where it comes through. Not necessarily the point where it comes through. Postponement. We're still looking at this thing that we're wanting to bring in through. So it could be that you have like a really blessed day and it's like, oh my God, rainbows and gold coins and leprechauns. You may have a day like that in this energy, but you don't get disappointed if you don't. Like, Scorpio is part of the manifesting. It's part of the magic. It's part of the workings underneath. Your work is to stay in your integrity. Your work is to stay in your power, and your work is to know that it's coming. Even if it's not in this very moment right now, just know this is a blessed connection. It's coming. The other thing we need to look at, though, is the moon in Capricorn. Moon in Capricorn is very physical, manifesty. But the moon in Capricorn is connecting first to Pluto and then later to Uranus. That Pluto connection with the moon, I said it yesterday and I say it again, that may be part of the shadow stuff that's coming up. I love that connection with the moon Pluto. Both of them have their dark sides that like to come forward, but both of them have the ability to bring that bright light. Both of them have that ability to transform and utilize any of that shadow into something magnificent. But this connection is happening at 17 degrees. That is an 8. How are you showing up? It's going back to that integrity thing. You will know your power when you know and honor your integrity, when you are willing to show up and be in that space, when you're ready to own the parts of you that are still expanding, the parts of you that are still contracting, the parts of you that are still growing up. It's okay. You're not here to be perfect. I will remind you that. Moon square Uranus a little bit later. It's 26 degrees. That is also an 8 energy. So again, it's like, how are you showing up? There may be, Uranus may be just like a clap out of the blue, kind of surprise thing that comes up. And here's the spontaneous situation coming from out of the blue where you now, I don't want to say tested again, but brought an opportunity where you can be like, oh, I had this lesson. And I may have not responded in my integrity in the past, but here I am in my integrity. Yes, this is how it's going to be. So it's a really powerful day. Use it. Honor it. This card jumped out. The Deva's card jumped out again. And I like the message from it. Master your own energy and take appropriate action. And that's kind of the other thing that I have. I have, from the Sacred Power cards, the Deva's card jumped out, but the card I pulled is the Compassion card. And I also have the Miser card, among other things in here. But this is kind of the message that I'm getting in this. We get so caught up in other people's stuff. We don't know what their stories are, what their stuff is. Hold the compassion for them. Keep coming back to yourself. Master your own energy. It's all about you and what's going on in you. Like, offer your heart to those other situations like blessings, peace, goodness, yay, do your thing, you know, but then keep coming back to yourself and like, okay, where is this mirror? What is this showing me? Well, you know, sometimes it's a mirror, sometimes it's a funhouse mirror, sometimes it's a regular mirror, sometimes it's a backwards mirror. Like, there's always some kind of resonance. If something's in your life, there is a resonance. So what is it resonating with and where is it bringing to you? Notice it so you can bring it forward. It may have, like that, those coals, the coal coming up, some diamonds in there for you to bring forward. Be conscious in and through this energy. This consciousness is so important in and through this. I also have the Fool in reverse. And so my feeling is this is going to kick off a new path. I kind of feel like it goes with like the postponement card. I think today is going to be like some download, some understanding, but it's going to kick off this path that is aligned with you in your integrity in this new way. So I'm bringing you everything you ever wished for. So, we'll see. Anyway, to finish up, the Compassion card. And I'm going to read part of this. It's actually Kuan Yin on here. Let's see. Right now, Kuan Yin can assist you in removing karmic obstacles, emotional imbalances, and anything else that is holding you back from receiving love in its purity. Love, the highest source of power in the universe. Softening our criticism towards others and understanding differences in opinions and perspectives allows us to communicate more effectively with friends, family, coworkers, and other members of our community. Having an open heart, not the miser, is essential for us to receive and reciprocate love to others. Removing expectations allows us to receive gifts with no limitations and accelerate. Oh, there's the acceleration. Where is it? Where is it? Accelerate instead of postponement. Accelerate their delivery. Soft and fertile offerings such as fresh flowers encourage this divine exchange of loving energy into your home or sacred space. And I'm going to read the prayer in here. I graciously request Kuan Yin to place her fertile healing hands upon my heart, mind, and soul to clear stagnant energies that are limiting my soul's potential to accept love and creation in all its purity. And maybe today, maybe this is the magic that's working through you to help you step into your integrity on a deeper level. Don't worry about anybody else's, just yours. Step into your integrity on this deeper level and continue your expansion into your big, beautiful God, Goddess, divine self that you are. This is magical, strong, and powerful energy. Use it. But if the stuff comes up, it's not bad. It's not a sign you're doing something wrong. You're right on track, and the universe is like, oh, hey, you're ready to deal with this. You've been doing such good work. Let's deal with this thing, and let's heal it. So that's beautiful. All right, so to finish up, there is enough love in the world for you. Book a reading if you want to dive deeper into your personal chart, and I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.